Hey everyone, Daniela Warner here with Aestheticians, and today I want to talk with you about productivity. So, as estheticians, I say quite often that we really have to think like entrepreneurs because, regardless of the fact if you're working in a spa, if you're working as a solo esthete, or perhaps you're even the owner of your own spa, we all still have to think like entrepreneurs. We have to market ourselves in order to gain and retain clients. And so that leads to the question, how do you work on your business when you're working in your business? Well, I want to share a few tips that I use to keep a lively online presence via my website and my social media accounts, but still have plenty of time to have real connection with my clients. So, if you're in the Estheticians Connect Facebook group, which if you're not, I hope you'll consider clicking the link below this video to join us. It's a wonderful group of estheticians. But if you are in the group, you'll know that every month I do monthly goal setting and planning webinars. And so the way that the webinars work, we, go through the workbook, take a minute to look back at our accomplishments, which I think is also very important. But we also set our intentions for the month ahead. What are we wanting to accomplish? What are our big tasks that need to happen so that we can reach our goals? So we start there. And then we take our 2 or 3 big monthly goals and break them down into tasks by week and then by day. So every day we're taking some sort of actionable step to make sure we're reaching our goals for the month. So let's use social media and blogging as an example, because that's something that I hear a lot about from estheticians and also in the different Facebook groups, that it's really hard to stay consistent and stay on top of blogging and social media, which consistency is key if you want to have any sort of return from that. So what I do, I post a blog every single Monday, and I also maintain LinkedIn, Google+, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest social media accounts, which is quite a bit. And I remember when I very first started at Aesthetics, I felt like I was a social media manager. I didn't feel like I was a spa consultant. And that is until I discovered a couple of things. First was a strategy called time blocking, and second were schedulers for social media. So let's talk about time blocking first. So for my blog, like I said, I post something every single Monday, but I only spend 1 day per month really focused on my blog. So I have a list of topics or people that I want to interview, maintained in an app that I use called Wunderlist. And the first Monday of every month, I'll go through those topics. I'll decide what I want to talk about that month, what's important to me, what I'm feeling inspired by. And I'll pick 4 or 5, depending on the month, how many Mondays there are in the month. And I sit down and I write out those posts. I'll create the images for them and I'll get them scheduled. So it's 1 day that all I'm focused on is my blog, but for the rest of the month, it doesn't cross my mind. So let's talk about social media and using a scheduler. I actually use 2 different schedulers. One is called Edgar, the other is called Buffer. So Edgar is $49 per month, and the benefit of Edgar is that it recirculates your content. So you basically create a schedule for your different social media accounts of what you want to post. You can create different categories, and you upload your content, and it automatically pulls from that category to post the content. So I've got about 4 months worth of content uploaded. So even if I missed uploading something, I would still be posting at my scheduled times. Now, I use that for all of my content that's not really time sensitive. For Buffer, I use it primarily to schedule things that I want to post one time. So if I have a webinar coming up that I'm wanting to promote, or I have some sort of article that just got published and I'm wanting to share that, those are the kind of things that I'm using Buffer for. Now, I pay $10 per month for Buffer because it allows you to automatically schedule pins. Buffer does have a free version, that you can use for Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter. So you don't have to spend money on these tools. You can do this for free. So let's recap. First, you're going to want to take a look at your month and set your intentions. You want to have 2 or 3 main tasks, main things that you want to accomplish for the month. Then you're going to use time blocking to break that down by week and then by day to make sure that you accomplish those tasks. Next, consider using a scheduler for your social media. There are many free versions. I use Buffer and Edgar, but there are tons of options out there that you can use to get your posts scheduled so that you're not spending all of your time doing it. I hope that this video helps with your productivity, and I hope that you join the Aestheticians Connect Facebook group. There's a link below this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.